Something about your smile today. You look extra happy. Did something good happen? Did something good happen? Good morning, everyone. Today is a bittersweet day because my baby Dana is finally flying the nest and moving to Tokyo. So for the past few weeks she's been living here in the house, and it's actually been really nice for me because she's really quiet and she's really easy to be around, so I'm kind of sad.
Kind of?
Just kind of.
I don't blame you.
I will, no, I'll miss her a lot. It's been nice having someone to like talk to every night before I go to sleep, and then when I wake up I come into like her guest room and I'm like, are you awake? Every morning. And she's like, yes. It's been creepy?
No, it's been very...
Get out.
I am.
Get out of here. I feel like this is how my mom felt when I went to Japan. Cause I'm gonna miss you so much, and I'll be like, is she okay? Should I send her food? I'll just check Twitter and see how you're doing, but like...
What if I don't update Twitter? What if I decide to quit? This is my new life.
Oh, well if you're not on the internet, you don't exist to me. Kit's like, oh good.
Can you carry everything by yourself?
I hope so. I'm gonna go all the way to Tokyo. It's really happening.
Alright.
It's really happening.
Bye, Dana. Have a great trip there.
Aww.
Let's keep in touch.
Bye. Oh my god. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
No.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Dana.
Bye, Dana. There she goes. There she goes. Alright, so I just said goodbye to Dana and I came home and I got dressed. And now I'm heading out. So in my last video we talked about how we were going to Canada and it was kind of important because of family stuff. It just so happens that I cannot find my passport anywhere, so that's kind of a problem. So on Friday I gave up and I decided to call the embassy and report my passport as missing, and they told me that if I could show up on Monday morning at 9 a.m. in Tokyo with a brand new passport application and some money and an emergency application for my passport, they could possibly have it ready by the time that we flew to Canada. Aww. I learned something important. And that is that traveling is a privilege. It is a privilege. We are fortunate to have the ability to travel the world, and I should not take that for granted, and I should consider myself lucky, and I should hold on to my passport a lot better next time. Finally, Tatsu, who was in Tokyo for work, went to the embassy early this morning, right when it opened, and waited until my emergency passport was ready, because it had to be done today. If it wasn't done today, we weren't going. So he went to the embassy before he flew back to Fukuoka, and he picked it up for me. He got me a temporary passport. I don't know about other countries though. Maybe they're all white. Maybe all the emergency passports are white. But it actually looks really cool. I thought it was gonna be like a flimsy little book, but it's an actual real passport. We're here.
We were sleeping like the whole flight.
It's true, we slept a lot.
Oh man, I can't believe this is like my breakfast.
I know, this is good. I didn't expect it to be this big. Do you want a tea? Let's get a tea to go. Oh. Tatsu, you can't come in. I really want to do the tourist thing and get like one of these Canadian chocolates. right now, today, it is early in the morning and I'm making my parents breakfast. Sweet potatoes, some regular potatoes. I've got some beets and some Swiss chard. And we are going to cut this all up and make a breakfast skillet hash. Hi, Dad. What? Hi.
What are you doing? Cooking?
Yeah.
Cooking show?
I'm doing my little cooking show, my internet cooking show. It should look really good when it's done, so I'm excited. Frying up the potatoes in the skillet, and meanwhile I've got some beets chopped up over here, and then the Swiss chard. And so my parents have yet to meet like domestic goddess Micaela, so this trip I've been doing my best to just kind of cook up some of my favorite foods and let them try them and kind of introduce some of my favorite recipes to them so they can make them too. So now for the finishing touches, I've got some pulled pork crisping up in the oven and I'm just waiting on my eggs to cook.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Over the top.
Looks yummy.
Yeah, I hope it's good. It's been a wild month and I didn't mean to disappear for as long as I did, but things just went balls to the wall crazy, out of control, and now finally things are kind of like, I wouldn't say they're slowing down, they're not slowing down at all, but I'm finally back in the driver's seat of this car of life. I actually don't have a lot of time right now. I have to go to the hospital, but I figured before I go to the hospital I could fill you in on why I'm going to the hospital and everything else that's gone on in this past crazy wild month. I got to do a lot of traveling this month. I shot a ton of content for video blogs that will probably appear somewhere on the internet within a month or so, and I'm really excited about that. But there was one day where I had a little bit of an accident and I fell and I slipped hard. Normally, you know, like when you fall, it like hurts a little and you're like, ah, it's not a big problem, and whatever, it's fine. It was one of those falls where you just know something has gone wrong. The second I hit my head, it was like, it wasn't like a little bump, it was like a crunch. So we got back to the car and I could feel my head was swelling, and I put my hand on the back of my head and I was like, yeah, no, there's definitely like a goose egg. It's definitely swelling there. And I took my hand off and it was bloody. I ended up in the hospital for 7 hours. I did a CT scan of my brain and luckily nothing was fractured, nothing was cracked, and everything was fine, but I did need to get staples in the back of my head. I was really excited to go back to work. I really wanted to do a good job. I was happy to be there and I was like really serious about this. So for me to hurt myself was just like really disappointing. So I came home for one night. I gave myself one night to rest, to stay at home, feel sorry for myself, and the next morning I was back out, I was shooting again, and the past 10 days or so I've been busy every single day, and finally today I have some free time, so it's time to go to the hospital and get my staples removed from my head. And I have to go now, because if I don't go now, I won't be able to go until the middle of October because I am very busy again from tomorrow. So now that you're all up to speed on this crazy month, you can come with me as I go look for a hospital to remove my staples. Alright, basically I just looked for the closest hospital on Google Maps and I came here, so hopefully it's okay. I don't know. So now I just have to fill out a form listing allergies and stuff.
怖ないとよ。
え？怖くない？
怖くないとよ。
痛くないんですか？
痛くないっちゃんこれは。
本当？
だよ。消毒しますね。
あ、本当？
だよ。
何それ？もうずっと今週ずっと怖がってて。
怖がっとったやろ。
そう、もう病院に来る勇気がなくて。
よかったね。
そんな？
して終わってよかったね。
自分で取れないでしょ。
ほっとしたやろ。
そう、ほっとしました。
自分で取れんようになっとっちゃうもん。
それでもなんか全然痛くなかった。
よかったね。
あれ？
想像したよりなかったね。今日晩渡航しとこ
ありがとうございます。
う。明日もう一回だけ店においで。
あ、わかりました。Actually, that was very smooth. It didn't hurt at all. That went a lot better than I expected. I thought that the staples would hurt going out as much as they did when they went in, but it actually didn't hurt at all. And the doctor was super nice. He spoke a pretty thick Kyushu accent, so I don't know if you guys could catch what he was saying, but it was really cute. He was charming, and he told me to come back tomorrow morning one more time just to check and make sure that the cuts are healing. Can't have a bath or shower today, but otherwise, everything's great.